Today we will be looking at a French masterpiece from 1960, Les Yeux Sans Visage, or Eyes Without a Face. I'm probably really stretching it to call this a Phantom of the Opera movie, but I think it at least qualifies as being Phantom inspired. I mean, look, it's about a disfigured person who the world thinks is dead, living in secret and hiding their monstrous face behind a mask. And her name is Christine. Coincidence? You tell me. Phantom film or no, I thought I'd review it anyway, simply because it's a good film, one that most people haven't heard of. And I think that if you like Phantom movies, you'd probably like this. The story is that a well-meaning but slightly unethical doctor has a car crash, which leaves his beautiful daughter Christine badly disfigured. He, along with his wife, fakes Christine's death while he tries to come up with some way to restore her beauty. This involves kidnapping young girls and performing experimental face transplants, swapping one face for the other. Although this is usually classified as a horror film, I don't think that's quite fair. It's more of a darker crime drama than a genuine tragedy. While the plot is very dark, there isn't much in the way of horror, with the exception of one scene, which I think is the most disturbing sequence I've ever witnessed. Christine's parents abduct a young girl and take her down to the operating theatre. This is the only time we get a glimpse of Christine's ruined face, but it's all out of focus. What follows is a harrowing surgery scene that is almost unbearable to watch. Not because it's particularly gory, that side of things is quite sensitively handled, but because of the tension of the scene. There's no music, minimal dialogue, just the noise of the doctor breathing and the rattle of his instruments. Just the thought of what they're about to do. They're stealing this woman's face, surgically removing it and giving it someone else. I can't imagine a worst possible violation. All through it I'm thinking, you can't be serious, you can't be about to do this. You're not going to show this. Oh, they've started cutting. Oh no, that's past the point of no return. They can't stop now. They can't go back. No, you've still got time to stop. Just don't cut the eyes. Oh, they started cutting the eyes. They aren't going to show the face coming off, are they? Oh, they are. Oh, I can't show you this bit. It's not that gory, but it might get me in trouble with YouTube anyway. They show very little blood, but there's a really nasty bit when you see the face coming off, but it fades to black before you get a chance to see it properly. But that's more than enough. The scene is so effective because a lot of it's all in the mind. I'm sure if this movie was remade today, it would be an out-and-out gore fest or a torture porn pic, but I don't think they could beat how this movie did it. I don't really want to spoil this film if you've not seen it yet. Suffice to say that things don't work out very well and the patient escapes. I always felt that it would have been quite cool to have the patient come face to face with her own face on Christine, but that doesn't happen. Sadly, Christine's new face doesn't last long, and so another victim is required. But I won't spoil the rest of it for you. The main thing that stays with you about this film is Christine herself. Her experiences have left her depressed and suicidal, and as time goes on she loses her grip on reality more and more. Occasionally she phones her boyfriend who believes her to be dead, yet she can't tell him what has happened. How creepy would it be to have a phone call from your dead girlfriend? Christine shows so much through her eyes, and the design of the blank, expressionless mask is perfect. It gives the film a surreal, dreamlike feeling. The music is also excellent, really setting the creepy, disturbing atmosphere with its demented, almost circus-style music. However, the film's American distributors obviously thought that this film sounded too highbrow for their hillbilly viewers, and they dubbed it, also changing the title to The Horror Chamber of Dr. Faustus. Check out this silly trailer for it. They take an almost sublime piece of French cinema and make it appear like a piece of B-movie horror trash.
Never before have audiences been so terrified. Never again will you experience a tale of terror to compare with The Horror Chamber of Dr. Faustus. Starring Pierre Brasseur as the depraved scientist who used beautiful women in the most frightening way imaginable. Juliette Manuel as the innocent victim of a madman's perversity, as frightening as anything you will ever see.
This film is available on Amazon US and presumably in Europe as well, although I've never seen a copy of it in the UK. It's well worth hunting down because, as a Phantom fan, you probably like stories about disfigured people in masks. So you'll probably like this. And it's a great film to check out as a classic movie in its own right, but be warned, the images from this film will stay with you long after the film has ended.